Hi guys, welcome back. We are on our fourth video and today it's going to be jumps and leaps and we'll be doing some technique and some drills.
Yes, if you haven't watched our warm up and stretch video, go back to that first video. Make sure you are warm and fully stretched before you do any of the jumps and leaps today. If you haven't, practice your palm drill from last week with some wrist weights if you're feeling confident in your placement, just so you are 100% staying on top of that palm technique and you're ready for jumps and leaps. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is just to kind of warm up our ankles and warm up our jumps. So we're gonna start with some sautés, very easy, even if you have a small amount of space. So we're gonna start in first. Arms in first or on your hips. You just don't want them to start to fall as you get tired. When you're doing sautés, you wanna think about really pushing through the tops of your feet and emphasizing the up so that you're working through your foot instead of just like jumping and landing flat, say with the landing. So we're gonna do 1-8 in first, here, simple sautés. 1-8 in second, again, sautés, hands here. 1-8, switching fifth, so you're gonna go fifth to fifth. And then the last 8, we're going to do second into a susu and back out into second. Alternate which foot is coming in front. And really think about squeezing the inside of your legs on that one, so you're getting a full tight susu at the top. Do you wanna try it? Okay. All right, we're gonna run through the sautés one time through. You guys can repeat it as much as you like. Just remember to be pushing all the way off the floor and really squeezing your inner legs, trying not to use your hip flexors and your quads. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.6, 7, 8. The next drill we're gonna do is to just help on using the correct muscles to lift your legs when you're jumping, especially for toe touches and things where you're open in a second. So when you're in a straddle, like we say in our stretch and warm up video, you really wanna think about rotating out and under as far as you can, utilizing that natural turnout. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna lift our leg, but we are not going to use our hip flexor. We're not gonna use our quad. We're gonna use our outer rotators and we're gonna use our inner thighs, okay? So this stays nice and long and straight. All you wanna do, place your hands on either side of your leg. Do not use it, just place them there for balance. And you're gonna lift 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, good. And it should already start to burn after that. The more times you do it, the more you're gonna feel it. But if you're feeling it on top of your leg, stop and try again. Some people struggle with even lifting it off the ground. So if that's where you're at and all you can do is like pulse it, that's okay. Build up those muscles though to a point where you can lift it and hold it and balance it. So we're gonna do both sides, because you know both sides for jumping. So I'm just gonna do 1-8 on this leg. 5, 6, 7, lift on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And I can feel that I started using the top of my quad instead of my rotator on that one. So I would probably go back and try to redo it. Some people are stronger on one side, and that's how legs get higher and unbalanced. So make sure you're building both before you start jumping. You're not just using one leg that you're strong on. Cool. Okay, so after you've done sautés, the second one we're gonna show you just to warm up all of your jumping muscles are V-ups. These are focused a little bit more on the abdominals, but they also really like warm up your legs because you should be whacking them open like you would in a toe touch. So we start laying down. You want your abs to be engaged. Her feet and her arms are gonna be off the ground the entire time we're doing V-ups. This is 1, we sit up. 2, you open, and I don't know if you can hold this, but you want your shoulders to be rotated down and back just like you would in a toe touch. You want to be sitting your feet up into it, and you really want to whack it open. 3, we go back here, and 4, you lay back down. You repeat again, 5, open 6, good, 7, down 8, you can relax. The idea is to really like get the exact feel of a toe touch, engage your lower abs as you're sitting up, and just stay really like active and engaged. Should we try just a couple? Do you like, what, 3?
Yeah.
Okay. We normally do sets of 10. We're just gonna do 3 so you can kind of see like the flow of it. But do at least 10 of them to get yourself really warmed up. Again, you should be using the top of your hips. You really wanna be using your lower abs and like when you are doing a toe touch, you want to lift this way with these muscles. Lift with these muscles. Okay, let's try it. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, we're done. Good. All right, the second type of V-up is really similar, but it's a little bit less demanding on the abs. You can use a little bit more of your legs to really whack them up and open. It's the same basic principle. Instead of laying flat, you're just here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. This is another one where it's really tempting to start to like hunch and deactivate your shoulders, but you really want to keep those active. We normally do sets of 10 for those two, but take breaks in between. Make sure you're stretching out any muscles that get sore. Cool, let's move on. Next, we're gonna talk a little bit about our toe touch drill. Normally, we would be in one big long line, running forward, doing toe touches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. You probably don't have space for that. So we're just gonna show you a few elements of the toe touch and things you can work on, even if you're in a small space or you can't do them full out. The first thing is your arms. So when we prep on 7, 8, 1. We break into a high V, and 7, cross, 8, up on 1. Good, beautiful. Don't spend too much time thinking about this step in. It'll probably trip you up a little bit. If you need to add an and count for yourself, do it. 7 just should be right here, fully on releve, stubbed into the ground, high V, nice and clean and in front of you. So she's gonna prep like that, and this first time she's just gonna do her arms 3 times through, working on really pointing off the ground, keeping them crisp and clean, engaging the back of her shoulder blades, and not letting her arms go too high or too low, which a lot of people tend to do when they're doing their toe touches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2, last one, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2. Good. And you can repeat that as much as you need. It's really just to practice those arms and making sure they're still like really strong and clean. The second thing we're gonna add in is your legs. We're just gonna do like a frog jump. Yep, so you want your knees to tuck up as high as they can, just like you would in a toe touch. Think about extending. That would be where you want your toe touch. So that's how high you wanna drive your knees. It's the exact same with the arms. You're still keeping them down, straight, engaged. I'm just gonna show you, Josie's gonna show you 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1. Okay. And just like with the arms, you can practice those as much as you need, just to get your body used to jumping that high. Land softly if you can. Some of you might have neighbors on either side of you, but try to keep it nice and quiet, just like you would with a toe touch. Next, we're gonna combine those, and we're gonna add in a toe touch. So she's still gonna prep on 7, 8. She's just gonna do her arms on the first one, 1. On the second one, she's going to do the arms and the legs. And on the third one, she is gonna do full-on toe touch. Okay, let's try it. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1. Beautiful! So when she is doing her toe touch, she's thinking about rotating underneath with her hips, keeping her legs out in front of her. You don't want to try to open this way. You're going to be very limited by your hips. They don't move like that in most people. She's sitting her back up straight. She's really doing high quality toe touches. So you can do slow like that with the 8 in between, or you can go right into it. So 7, 8, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a little bit more cardio, so have your technique down really well before you jump into doing it all strung together so you're not getting messy with your technique. If you're doing your toe touch and you have a friend that can help you, you can do a few different things to like assist in getting your toe touch technique correct. If you're really struggling with keeping your arms and your shoulders engaged, you can either have someone like grab the back of your shirt, the back of your sports bra, and physically like kind of hold them in place while you're jumping. Do you want to try that once? Sure. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1. Good. If they're having trouble with height and they need a little extra boost, or you need a little extra boost, instruct the person that's helping you to just give your thighs like a nice gentle tap. Don't have them hitting you or anything like that. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up. Good. And it just helps get a little extra boost. Some people that's not helpful, it scares them and they start to like go away. But if that's something that helps you, have someone give you a little extra tap to really work on fighting for that height. Yep, the waist is another one. If you are having trouble like getting there quick enough and you just need a little extra height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1.
Ooh.
Just having someone really assist you so you don't have to worry about coming down too fast. Maybe if you don't have quite enough of like a plie before you go, just give a little lift. Cool. All right, we're gonna move on. All right, now we are gonna demonstrate a couple more jumps and leaps. These are all of the jumps and leaps that are listed in your tryout packet. If you haven't downloaded it, go download it. We are gonna need videos of these if you're trying out for the team. If not, just a fun way to practice some jumps and leaps at home. Okay, what should we start with?
Let's start with the bullet.
Bullet, okay. Bullet's a lot like a toe touch. This arm is just gonna be in, and this leg, kind of like those frog jumps we practiced, are going to be out and open. This leg and arm are the exact same as a toe touch. Did you wanna demonstrate this or you want me to? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, press, 7, up, 1. Got it, beautiful. A lot of people have trouble with this bottom foot. They like to just let it dangle. Just like when you're doing those frog leaps, keep it nice and pretty and pointed and lift it all the way up. Cool. Do you want to do one more or should we move on?
I'll do one more.
One more? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2. Got it. A lot of times that's easier for people. You can do on both the left and the right. Generally we do right leg straight.
Yes.
Because most people are more dominant on the right, but practice them both to find what works for you. Okay.
Okay, herky.
Herky.
Okay, so for a herky, you're gonna prep the exact same like you do for toe touch to the front. Instead of bringing your arms to a T, you are going to swing them in front of you, and they're gonna be in a nice line straight out from your eyes, and your head is gonna be down, correct?
Yep, in line.
All right, yes, and your right leg will be up like a high kick. You'll want it up by your arms, and your back leg is gonna be turned out like an attitude. And you don't want it to be too straight. You do want to make sure you have that nice bend to make it look like a herky.
Yeah.
So yeah, same counts as a toe touch. Kaylin will demonstrate for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Yes, and then you'll be landing to the corner because that is where your jump is going to be facing. But you do want to make sure you prep to the front and then hit that corner.
Yep, rotate in your jump.
Yes, and we'll do one more for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Yes, beautiful.
Rotating disc.
Yes.
Okay. Rotating disc is the next one. This is a pretty palm-centered jump, but we do them in some other routines. You're going to prep for it with a chaîné. So right arm, right leg in front. You're gonna do a regular chaîné. You can do high, then low. Normally we just have one. So we go down, chaîné. From here, this foot swings up and open, and this one tucks and rotates. So it's like a toe touch or a center leap when you're hitting to the front, okay? Try not to take off from the back corner. A lot of people try to start their jump from way back here, and then they can't make it. Use that full chaîné to the front corner before you brush and open. Okay. Let's roll out over now.
Yes.
Normally we land up, but if you're new to it, rolling out is a lot easier. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, go. 1, 2, up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, go. And how she's rolling out of it, after you do your leap, this leg tucks under so you can just roll. Really nice and simple and smooth. Cool? Do one more? Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go. 1, 2, up, 3, 5, 6, 7, good. Gorgeous. All right, we're gonna move on to leaps.
All right, so we're gonna be demonstrating some leaps. We're gonna do right, lefts, and centers for you guys. So when doing a right leap, you're gonna start with your right leg behind you, and you're gonna run 1, 2, leap, 3, down, 4. And then when you land, you wanna make sure that your back foot follows through, lands in the front, and you wanna land with a good center and a nice plie. You don't wanna land stick straight one way or the other. So really make sure you sink in nice to the floor. When you're running, your arms will be in first position. And then when you leap, your opposite arm from your leg is going to be straight out. So your left arm will be out for your right leap, and your right arm is going to be just directly out from the side of you. Yes, and so Kaylin will demonstrate a couple for you guys.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Yes. Okay, so when you're doing right leaps, just like Kaylin, you really want to make sure that you have a nice low prep or like landing. So then if you do another one right after, that's your plie to your next leap. So really make sure you're doing that. We'll do some more on the right.
Oh, sure.
Just one more time.
Yeah. One thing that I know I'm going to try to correct in myself is that I was going a little too far out, especially when you're in a confined space. You want to be thinking about going up with all of these leaps. So I'm going to try to keep it in a little bit more control. Less out, more up gives you more power, you get more height.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Those were lovely. All right, and then so we can move on to the left, and the left is going to be just the same as your right, just opposite feet and arms. So you'll start with your left leg behind, and you'll run 1, 2, leap 3, and your right arm is straight out in front of you, left arm's out to the side. Make sure that your shoulders are rolled back and your chin is nice and up when you're leaping. It'll give you a really good picture in the air. So,
all right,
yeah, we'll demonstrate. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. You want to do one more?
Yes. Absolutely.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. All right.
Is that nice? All right, let's do it. So just like with toe touches, you want them to be open in a center leap. You run into it like a split leap, but then instead of going straight out, you're gonna run right, left, and you're gonna rotate up into an open. Okay, let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And just like Josie, she landed behind and then rotated out of it so that she was ready to go. Normally across the floor, we just keep going. If you have a smaller space, you can just land and then wait, back up if you have space to try it again. Should we do it one more time on the right?
Yeah, and I can do 2.
Sweet. Just so they can see how it flows through. I don't think a lot of people have space for it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Her upper body is beautiful. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on the left. It's the exact same except you're starting with your left foot, just like in split leaps. The same exact approach. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up. 1, 2. All right, next we're gonna do calypsos. Josie again is gonna demonstrate. We're getting into it with a chaîné like we did for our rotating disc. So she's gonna start right foot in front, right arm in front. She's gonna chaîné, spotting the side, but then she is going to open to the front. She's gonna lay out with her back, reach with her left hand this way. Your right arm follows your right leg, and you wanna create a picture and create a line traveling that way. People sometimes over-rotate because they're spotting, and then they open too far to the side. Create a really nice, beautiful picture to the front, okay? Back leg is in an attitude, and you're arching with your back. Okay, let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go. 1, 2, up, 3, 4. That was beautiful. And just like with opens and split leaps, you can go right into another one if you have a space for it. If not, try one. Go back, try it again, right? Let's do one more on the right, and then we'll show a couple on the left because we have to be balanced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And see how she's not trying to focus down her body, she's elongating her neck and her back. Okay, let's try a couple on the left, same exact thing. Now we're gonna demonstrate on the left, same exact as the right, just our left leg is straight and our right leg is bent. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. All right, so last for jumps and leaps today, we are gonna show you a Firebird. This is one of our personal favorites. This one you don't have to have a ton of flexibility to achieve, so that's really good, and you can get a really beautiful picture with a Firebird. So how are you gonna get into it? We're simply gonna do step, prep, up, okay? Some people prep in parallel. It really depends on the choreographer. I always naturally prep to fit. Yep, so that's what I'm kind of gonna show you today. So the first thing, you're gonna step forward with arms in a T, starting on the right, so right foot's gonna be forward. You're gonna step, you're gonna prep, arms are gonna come in or down, and you're gonna be in a fifth position, plie, and then you're gonna jump into the Firebird. This leg comes straight off the ground, your arms and your head go back, and this foot comes to your head. Okay, so Josie's gonna show you. Prep one more time is step, prep, up. That's how we're gonna get into it. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2. Good. The biggest challenge people have is that front leg getting off the ground. She did a really good job of lifting it up as high as she can. Don't be afraid that it'll get too high, it won't. Okay, let's flip it, try it on the left, see how that goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2. Good.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's it for our jumps and leaps video. Thanks for watching. If you guys want any critiques on any skills from today or from the Palmer team, feel free to videotape them and send them our way. Next video will be hip hop skills and a little routine that we'll be teaching and posting on Monday.
Bye guys!